And that really pays off when all of a sudden there's a competitive offer situation. I mean, maybe not as much now, but then that really will start to pay dividends. So yes, we are 100% focused on quality right now, and I definitely want to deliver a quality home as much as I can.
You have mentioned, I also like what you've talked about before when you said speaking your goals into existence. Mm-hmm. Can you talk to me about that a little bit?
You know, I think someone once said, if you want something, if you want a specific thing, tell everyone you know. Mm-hmm. And I think as investors, you may want a mobile home park or a storage facility or whatnot. You may tell a couple people, but for some reason we try to keep that in-house. Like, I'm kind of scared to say it. No, I'm a big believer. You say what you want, you tell everyone, and then all of a sudden you may not. And I think some people think that, oh, if I say I want a single family home, a rancher, that no one's going to send me anything else. It's the exact opposite. Mm-hmm. The fact that you're able to verbalize specifically what you want will separate yourself from somebody else to say, hey, I just want a deal. I can't tell you, I used to tell everyone, I want tri-levels. If it smells like cat pee, I want it. Please call me. Right. And I used to get people, and some people do call me because it smells like cat pee, but they'll call me, hey, it doesn't smell like cat pee, but it's in rough shape, here you go. Right. Yeah, for it. And I think that's been very helpful to me in the past.
Yeah, that's awesome. Similar, the conversation we had before we were recording, just telling a buddy of mine that I wanted a beach house.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, then he knew a guy who wanted to sell a beach house. Like exactly it wasn't on the market or anything like that, but I was a big fan of that, of just talking about what you want. And I know there's a difference in, I think a lot of people would be like, well, I don't want to bother people. And I think there's a difference in the kind of the mindset of like, you're a realtor and you tell everyone that you sell houses. Like, you have to do that. That's a smart thing to do if you're in business. But you kind of look at it as like, there are ways to have conversations to where you're not forcing things on people. Like, you could just put it out there in the world, just in regular conversation as you're grabbing coffee or whatever, that these are some of the goals that you're trying to hit. And I do that for Peak Property Management all the time, where I'm like, whether it's internally or externally or speaking to business mentors, where I'm just kind of like casually putting my thoughts out there just to see if it goes anywhere, just to see what kind of feedback I get. And oftentimes it'll turn into some pretty interesting conversations and lead down some interesting roads.
That's exactly right. And the lead or the source, if I told Sally this, it's almost never comes from Sally. It'll come from John.
Right.
Because Sally told John.
Right.
You know, and it's amazing how that happens.
Right. Do you think that you had mentioned that most of your business runs off of referrals now and not marketing, which is awesome. That's like the best kind of business to get, in my opinion. Is this from speaking it into existence? Is it from the meetups? How do you think, if someone wants to start a referral-based business, what's the best way to go about it?
I think for me, you know, a lot of our referrals come from off-market listings through realtors. I'd say 60% does. And what I used to do originally is I had a house that was loose. In other words, it wasn't referred to another realtor. I'd call up a realtor that identified that, hey, this guy or girl is really good at what they do. Very impressed by their marketing, and I think I could maybe build some business here. So I'd call them up and say, hey, I want to build a relationship with you, and I'm going to throw a house to you right now, and that, hey, in 6 months from now, when you're walking into something else, please call me. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I kind of forced some relationships that way. I don't know if force is the right word, but, you know, I was able to grow a bunch of relationships that way just by, you know, trying to put my best foot forward. Hey, I want to help you, or I want to develop a business relationship, and I'm going to help you first. Mm-hmm. And that has really, I've never done that to somebody where nothing came back.
Right. And it's different because you don't really expect it to come back. You just like, if you add that value up front, it's going to come back if you're genuinely adding value. After years of fast growth, are you more focused on volume at this point or quality?
I think in 2022, you could put anything up for sale, and some of my flips were not the most amazing things very early on. I think they were good. They were better than some of the others, but you know, I started to realize, hey, you have a reputation in this industry. I mean, we try to hide behind land trust and this, that, and the other. But no, people know who you are, and quality is a huge portion of it. And I've seen it pay off on some of our higher end listings where, hey, we've seen Nathan do, I looked at, a 350 Rancher a couple weeks ago, was really good. So, hey, this $900,000 house listing, the realtor can speak confidence to that buyer to say, hey, this is probably going to be good. And that really pays off when all of a sudden there's a competitive offer situation. I mean, maybe not as much now, but then that really will start to pay dividends. So yes, we are 100% focused on quality right now, and I definitely want to deliver a quality home as much as I can.